Number of deaths, highest single increase in the number of deaths since we started, 2,300 to 2,900 deaths. You see the totality for New York State, 102,000. New Jersey, California. Remember when this started, New York had airports that were designated entry zones. This is an international destination, international hub. We had people coming from across the world sooner and at a higher rate than anyone else. Total hospitalization, 1,400. That's also a new high. Daily ICU admissions is down a little bit, but you had more deaths, you have more people coming into hospitals than any other night. Also more people going out, which is obviously the ebb and the flow that's coming in and out of the hospital system. The hot spots, we now track on a nightly basis how many people go into what facility, so we can track the increase in what's happening. You see an increase in New York City, as we knew. Certain communities, frankly, more in New York City than other communities. But you also see an increase on Long Island, which is something we're concerned about. Long Island does not have as elaborate a healthcare system as New York City. We don't have the same amount of resources on Long Island, and we see an increase in the number of cases on Long Island, and that has us very concerned. Supplies, PPE, are in short supply, as they are across the country. We need companies to make the materials. It is unbelievable to me that in New York State, in the United States of America, we can't make these materials, and that we are all shopping China to try to get these materials, and we're all competing against each other. These are not complex materials. And we will work with New York manufacturers. We'll finance the transition necessary to make these materials. I mean, we talk about them as if they're very complicated. This is an N95 mask. This is it. It was 70 cents before this started. It's now as high as $7. But this is all that an N95 mask is. It's fabric, it's material. The FDA has the specifications, and then it's 2 pieces of elastic cord. It can't be that we can't make these. This is a gown. We call them gowns. This is a gown. It's there's nothing sophisticated about the manufacturing of this garment. Not that degrade the garment. There's nothing sophisticated about the material. It can't be that companies in this country and in this state can't transition to make those supplies quickly. Again, I understand if there's a financial burden, we will address that, and we will work with you. So please contact us. Javits is going to be converted to a COVID facility. The original plan was to use Javits. Javits is a state convention center. It was retrofitted by the Army Corps of Engineers to hold 2,500 people. The original plan was that it would not take COVID patients, COVID-positive patients. It would take non-COVID patients, and it would be an overflow for hospitals. As it turned out, we don't have non-COVID people to any great extent in the hospitals. Hospitals have now turned into effectively ICU hospitals for COVID patients. So we wanted to convert Javits from non-COVID to COVID. It's federally run. Frankly, the federal agencies were not eager to do that. FEMA was not eager to do that. I called the president. I spoke to him about it yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon, the president called me back, said he spoke to the task force. They would grant the request to transition the Javits Center to COVID only. That adds 2,500 beds. So that is a very big deal. And I thank the president for doing it. He did it despite the fact that the federal agencies were not eager to do it. And he did it quickly. So I thank him for that.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.